What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hot Radio Shout there, stepping in the building. I got an A-Town legend, friend, and family member to the show off in this thing. Mr. ColliPark, what's good with it, boss?
Yeah.
Oh.
Happy to be back, dog.
Hey, man, you know it's always a pleasure when you pop off in this thing. But dig this, though, man. You came in here with a special guest, sir.
Oh, man. You know, we were talking before the camera started rolling. It's been about 3 years.
That's right.
And I know you have people in here multiple times.
That's right.
But I only like to come when I got something good to talk about. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
So I had to wait till I had something new to talk about.
Yeah.
So I brought my new artist. I ain't signed nobody since. I say Soulja Boy, but that's actually incorrect translate.
Okay.
Which was kind of a experiment for me.
Yeah.
So in the vein of the artist that ColliPark is known for, Mike Clark is the first that I've signed in over 10 years in that vein. So Mike Clark Jr.
I mean, first of all, how the hell did you find Mike Clark Jr.?
Man, you know, I was a DJ before anything.
Facts.
So I still communicate with a lot of DJs. So I'm gonna put y'all up on game if you're not already up on it. It's a genre of music down south called Southern Soul music.
Okay,
and it's huge. You know what I mean? So I do remixes. As a DJ, I do remixes. So I did a couple of Southern Soul remixes. So one of my DJ partners out of Macon, DJ Smooth, he sent me records to remix. So he sent me Mike Clark's song called Auntie Outside and asked me to remix it. So he was saying, yo, you might want to look at this.
Okay, then.
He 19. I said, what? First of all, he sounded like a grown man.
He sounded like a grown ass man.
And he's a big fella. I call him big fella. You know what I mean? So he sounded like a grown man. But then when I listened to the record and when I looked at the video, I said, damn, he like a star.
Come on now.
And he could actually sing. So I did some digging. Smooth hooked it up. It took me about 2 months to talk him into it, because you know he a young fella. You know, he ain't really know. He knew, but he ain't know. He had to do his research.
This is about to go to a whole other level, because see, this is a bad man right here. This is a bad man, and I don't mean it in no bad way. I mean this guy like Ali bad.
For sure.
Okay, Mike Clark Jr.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
The music, man. How the hell did you get down with the music, and what was it that made you go the soul route, sir?
So it's a gift, man. I was born with it. Me, my mom, my dad, my sister, we all sing. So I just had to find my own lane with it, you know? And that's what I did.
Okay. At what point did you start gaining traction with that music, though, to the point to where DJ Smooth recognized what the hell was going on?
Back in February.
Okay.
So I was working at Applebee's once upon a time, and I used to do TikTok.
Okay.
I blew up off TikTok.
Come on now.
That's where it started at. And then started singing there and had my first show, Wine and Dine, for Valentine's Day.
Okay, then.
And I just took off from there, man. And
okay, so now you get a call from the legend himself, Mr. ColliPark. You weren't even aware that this guy is a cornerstone of Atlanta hip-hop and hip-hop in general. So what was that whole, you know, interaction like when you first heard that ColliPark was trying to find your ass?
Man, so really, I dropped the song back in May.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Got with ColliPark in June. So as I dropped the song, everything moving kind of fast, but I know God working in mysterious ways. So,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping my head on straight. Like he said, I'm kind of new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it felt real good, though, knowing what we're finna go down. You know what I'm saying? It felt like a new life was on the way. So
hell yeah. What kind of, you know, game did he lay on you, though, and teach you in this short amount of time that y'all been working together, man? Because, I mean, the man knows every damn thing.
Right. I mean, so far, like, just trying to get everything down pat that I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm kind of new to it, so I really can understand a lot what that was going on.
Yeah.
But like my dad said, it's cool to ask questions, so that's what I did.
Auntie outside, man. What was it that made you say auntie outside of this thing, Mike?
So my dad used to MC back in the day as well, man. But he wasn't like so big, you know what I'm saying? But I used to go to all the parties. He from one of Robbins.
Yeah.
And so I went to all the parties and stuff and picked it up.
And you said auntie outside. See, a young man, see these aunties. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can you say something for the older players out here?
You feel me? She tired of
on the sideline, well, auntie outside.
Right.
Thank God. Okay. So, I mean, ColliPark, what was it like when you teamed up with this man? First of all, did you even understand this new genre of music, and how did you feel about it when you first heard it?
Well, to be honest with you, when I did my first Southern Soul remix, it was about 3 years ago. artist by the name of Big Pokey had a song called My Side Piece.
Yeah.
And if you know, that's like a big record in the South, right?
Facts.
And so I did a remix on it, and believe it or not, I tried to mess with Pokey back in the day just because I like to do stuff that's not done. Yeah. Right? So I said, I got this remix. Sonically, I think it's presentable and marketable. All of Southern Soul ain't presentable and marketable, and I think that's a part of the issue with it. Yeah. So the remix version of Side Piece was dope. Yeah. It didn't work out. So up until Mike, only one other artist has fit that mold, and that's King George. Yeah. Right? With the Keep On Rolling. Mm-hmm. But
I went viral singing King George.
My God.
So King George already out there doing his thing, and he's a little older. So when I meet a 19-year-old star that can actually sing, I hashtag no auto-tune when I post some of his videos. Yeah. Because we always talking in this era of music. We always talking. I wish music would go back. I wish people could really sing again. I wish people stop using all this auto-tune. We wish, but we still looking at rap. Yeah. We still looking in the same directions for something new. Mm-hmm. So in comes Southern Soul, which if you don't know, you don't know. Yeah. But it's a whole community of artists. Yeah. And they selling out shows, they doing all of this, but it's not commercialized, not on the mainstream yet. Mm-hmm. So whenever I see something like that, I want to be a part of it.
Come on now.
And that's where I come in at.
Mike, creative process though, man. When you get into that studio and it's time to jam, how we coming up with these bangers, sir?
I mean, you just got to feel it, man. Like the last song, I was making love to the mic.
They don't even talk like that no more, dog. When you heard a young man talk like that, man?
He just said he loved that. He just said I dropped the mic. He's damn gangbangers.
Well, you gotta feel that. You gotta feel that, man.
Yeah. I mean, also just as a singer as well, though, too, man. It's just good to see a man getting up there singing his song and just putting the pressure out here. So, I mean, when you're performing, I mean, what are the crowds like out here in this thing?
I mean, I love them. Yeah. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna put it like this. A lot of people, like, when they first see me, they think I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I turn around and sing, hit a note or something, they go crazy.
See that?
You feel me?
Hit a note, dog.
What you got?
What you trying to do is she done dropped off them kids. Oh! Her last shit poppin', she done slayed a weed. This is a little side.
Yeah. We ain't playing.
I mean, so talk about maneuvering between Middle Georgia and the A-Town, though, man. What has that transition been like for you?
So it's moving. You know what I'm saying? We're on a steady pace right now. I'm finna get ready to start doing shows up here. So we're gonna see how these crowds react. So I'm all about I feel the presence. You know what I'm saying? So
I had him in Miami 2 weeks ago at the BMI Awards doing the red carpet.
What? I was out there like
this. So that was dope to have Ying get an award. They Get Low is over 1 million radio plays. So they were awarded for that, and we performed. They honored Lil Wayne for Icon Award for 50 years of hip hop. And so I had Mike Clark, my newest artist, at the table with Ying Yang, who started ColliPark with me. So it was a beautiful thing, man.
Okay, see, Mike, I'm going to have to grill him for a second, so I'm going to need you to be patient with me, sir. 50 years of hip hop, ColliPark. I mean, what do you feel like, Mr. ColliPark, what the hell was the role that you played in the 50 years of hip hop overall? And then I need you to bring it back into Atlanta too, sir.
Ooh, man.
It's a lot, but I need you to pop it. I need you to pop it for those that don't understand.
You know what? I've been asked a lot about this 50-year thing, but not in its entirety the way you just... Ask that question one more time.
Okay. I want to know, what role did Mr. ColliPark, also known as DJ Smurf, played in this 50 years of hip-hop thing? Overall, in hip-hop in general, and then I need you to bring it back to Atlanta and the role that you played there as well.
Okay, so let me go back to where it started. First of all, I started as a DJ. Yeah. So DJ Smurf started as a DJ making mixtapes with one of the first mixtape crews out of Atlanta called the J Team.
That's right.
Shouts out to King Edward J. Shouts out to Lady DJ. Shouts out to Kizzy Rock. Shouts out to DJ Man. Shouts out to Player Puncho, and many others.
That's right.
Right. So we were the soundtrack of the city before rap was being played on radio.
Facts.
So let's start there. And from there, the music was booty shake.
Come on now.
Bass music, which started in Miami.
That's right.
Which we adopted.
Come on
you
now.
You know what I mean? And I like to say Atlanta kind of commercialized it.
Yeah.
We were the first to kind of really find out how to market it to the masses as opposed to the underground. Well, shouts out to Luke. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Luke.
Yeah.
And the 2 Live crew. So for me, that's how I started in the dance music era, which was the South. The South was synonymous with that up-tempo, booty-shaking music. That's just what it was.
Yeah.
Now, you had a couple of other people that came along after that initial era to expand on the sound.
Facts.
But the first sound that was synonymous with the South was the booty shake, the 808, before everybody was using the 808.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where I started, which the first impact on the music business side of it, though, I would like to say our mixtapes consisted of mixing slow records with fast records.
That's right.
Which, you would mix Planet Rock with Tell Me When I Will See You Smile Again.
That's right.
BBD. My Boo was the first record that was made with that formula in mind. Shouts out to Carl Mo.
Yeah.
And Collie.
Come on now.
So that was, to me, my first direct influence into the music industry was that.
Yeah.
Because that's straight from my mixtapes.
Come on now.
Straight before ColliPark, all that. That's straight from my mixtapes. So fast forward, I made 4 albums as DJ Smurf.
Come on now.
Which birthed the Yin Yang Twins. So I'm fast forwarding through it. So
I'm riding with it though.
So with Yin Yang, I like to say, now Luke was just making booty shake music that was played in the strip clubs. I like to say Yin Yang was the first. I don't like to say first because somebody gonna come along and say, nah, that wasn't the first, blah, 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 blah. We popularized strip club / twerk music.
Exactly.
With Whistle While You Twerk. That was the first song that we made. Literally made for $285 in strip clubs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In Atlanta. So that's where Atlanta comes into the picture.
Yeah.
And the whole term twerk, which we didn't start.
Yeah.
But twerking meant a lot of stuff before Yin Yang.
Yeah.
Yin Yang made it dancing.
Exactly.
Only dancing. Because somebody from New Orleans is going to come look at this and be like, that
we
nigga lying. Yeah, we were twerking way before Yin Yang. Yes, you were.
Yeah.
But there was not a sound for twerking. New Orleans had bounce music. We had twerk music. So that's where my influence to hip hop and Atlanta started really, really sonically with the Yin Yang Twins and twerking and strip club music. Before Yin Yang, you didn't have to have a strip club song on your album.
Come on now.
You didn't have to have that.
Come on.
Even before Get Low with John, we had already started that.
Whistle While You Twerk.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's where we started before we started getting into all the Soulja Boys and all that. Because I've been in this for so long. Shouts out to MC Shy D as well.
Yeah.
Which was my first placement as a producer. And I DJ'd for him after Tune.
Yeah.
And so that was he kind of taught me a lot of what I know. And Mike got to meet Shy D over at Bigelow's a couple of weeks ago.
That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's so much, but I would like to say Yin Yang is my musical legacy.
Yeah.
Because they're synonymous because I started doing booty shake bass music and they kind of carried that torch for me.
But what about Soulja though?
That's before. We ain't even got to Soulja
Okay,
yet.
so we ain't even got there yet.
Right. So Soulja is when I put on my executive hat.
I'm with you.
Right.
I'm with
so
you.
I did a lot as a producer. Then as an executive, I signed a few artists. Soulja Boy, there's a professional connection there, but there's not a. It's just different between actually growing somebody like Yin Yang.
Yeah.
You gotta think. I signed Soulja Boy. If I signed him in February, he was on BET in 3 months. So
crazy.
that relationship was just different because everything you think stuff happening fast, it was a different time and things just happened so fast that the way I presented it, people just thought we were just like this. Now I had his respect, he had mine. It was a great working relationship, but we didn't really know each other like that.
My God,
you know what I mean? This is still a business.
Exactly.
And so, because of what he means for music today. He wouldn't mean that if it wasn't for ColliPark.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I gave him a platform and I walked him
the alley-oop
to that. Right. There you go. And so if you take Soulja Boy out of music today, I don't know what it looks like.
It ain't. It takes about another 5 years for it to go digital.
Right. I'm not saying that it wouldn't have eventually, but because of what we gave him the platform to do. And let's be clear. I truly believe had he signed with anybody else, they would have made him a dance. It would have been a dancing out. I encouraged him to present SOD and present his own movement in the way that he felt like he should, present it. And I fought for him inside the building. And we had our little back and forth because you still got to work with people. You know what I mean? So in its entirety, between Ying and Soulja, and all the other little songs I produced, the Wobble.
But see, those ain't little songs. Those other little songs are like the top 100 songs of all time type songs. So.
Right. So but between all of that, I would like to say we do have our place as a brick.
Okay. So now with that being said, when you look at where hip hop is at now, at that time it was space for a Soulja Boy, it was space for a Ying Yang.
Right.
Where it's at now, it's a lot of drilling going on. And basically, if you ain't a female, you ain't even really going to get into the game right now.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's time for a change.
I
ain't here to bash it. You know what I mean? Because I was a part of some of the stuff that I don't like about it now. I'm responsible for starting some of that stuff, or being a part of what started it. So I ain't gonna bash it. I just feel like there's no soul in this no more. There's no feeling. Like, we got into this feeling something. It wasn't drugs that made us feel it. You know what I mean? When a song came on, it moved me some kind of way, from the R&B and to the hip hop. I think now it's okay to not be okay. Now, and that's the premise of a lot of music now. It's okay to be bad. Shit that you wouldn't say and do in front of respectable people is now applauded. Now. And it's not entertainment neither. Well, this is life.
I'm going to put it to you like this. At the Essence Festival, there were a lot of older women, a lot of aunties, that were pissed off because there was so much booty shaking going on the doggone stage. And they thinking, I'm over here 60 years old and I don't want your ass in my face.
Well, exactly. There is no line no more. So where you had a Yin Yang twins, you had an Outkast. Where you had an Outkast, you had a Luda.
Come on.
I just ran into David Banner.
Come on now.
So you had a variety where if we didn't want that at the Essence Fest, we could book these people.
Come on.
If we wanted that, we could book these people. But if we didn't, we could book these people. That's all it is now.
Come on.
And that's part of the problem with it. And that's why, like I say, I ain't gonna bash it.
No.
Because I made a song called Where Do You See My Dick?
But it was a very artistic song. It sounded good. It got the party started.
Like I say, we were just one play in the playbook of hip hop.
And it was a totally different song because ain't nobody heard nobody whisper before on the damn record.
There was always something artistic about what we did.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was always something. That's why our records still get played to this day. Shouts out to Deion Sanders, by the way, who we got the theme song for him that he plays when he say, "Give me my theme music." My brother Derek in the building. We did halftime. Shouts out to that. These are some of those little records that I was talking about.
Come on, man.
But I was saying,
wait a minute now. How did that happen though? How did that whole thing come about? You just looked up and Deion was playing?
This is what I'm saying though about the music not having no soul and not having no feeling. If you ever went to HBCU, when halftime comes on, it evokes emotion, pride. And that's what Deion feels when he plays that record. Exactly. Even though he's in Colorado, it brings him back.
Come on.
To where he from.
Exactly.
So that don't exist now. These records are not going to be played 20 years from now.
Exactly.
They will not, because they don't evoke nothing. They don't make you feel nothing. They make you want to do shit in the moment. They don't make you want to be nothing great. They don't make you want to nothing. So I ain't going to bash it. I'm just speaking my truth. With you. You know what I mean?
Mike, get back in here, man. How do you feel about the state of music? And then what do you think about the genre that you chose to specialize in? Do you feel a lot more safe over here? Like, you know what, at least I ain't got to worry about getting shout outs on my show.
I mean, I wouldn't worry about that anyway. But nah.
Oh, because you doing a show? What you got going on here, ColliPark?
I ain't say that now. But nah, man, I feel good. I feel safe, you know what I'm saying? Everything A1 over here. So.
But is it easy to say, you know what, I know it's going to be a bunch of aunties at my show. I'm about to sing to them. We're going to have a good time. And you know that you're going for a good time. You bringing the party to the party.
Right. How
does that make you feel?
Real good. It just, like, when I get there. I'll probably say 2 words, man. I already know they feeling good, though, so that's why I don't never worry about no bad energy or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? PVO, positive vibes only.
I'm with you on that.
You feel me?
I'm with you on that.
I ain't with the negative, nah. So.
Okay. So
I ain't ran into nobody like that yet. Anyway, so.
Well, now you ain't gonna run into nobody when you.
But you know they out there. You know.
They out there, but they ain't coming. First of all, you too damn big. Everybody gonna be running up on no big niggas. Hey, I don't got a problem for your big ass. No, they gonna behave. And then if you ain't starting nothing, ain't gonna be nothing.
Right.
You know, just like the song say, don't start, no shit won't be no shit.
And let me just interject here. When I met him, it was refreshing. You know what I mean? He's a big dude. First of all, he was with his mom and daddy when I met him the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
His mama and his daddy.
Come on, man.
The first time I met him at the studio. So it's a breath of fresh air. You don't never want to judge a book by its cover. But like I said, when you look at him, you think he's a rapper. He was very mannerable, very respectable. And it was yes, sir, no, sir. You know what I mean? So I'm not used to seeing that in the music business.
He said it was. It still is, man. He said it was.
So I'm just not used to seeing that in the music business. I don't care if it's hip-hop, R&B, rock. I don't care what it is. So that jumped out at me. And the whole genre of Southern Soul, it's just grown, man. It don't have to be, but I just think you need young people to show that it can be more than that. But that's what jumped out to me about him.
Okay, I got to ask you this, though, Smurf. With you being one of the forefathers and architects of this Atlanta sound and industry that we have right now, how do you feel about the state of Atlanta hip-hop right now? How do you feel about what you see going on?
It ain't creative. I could care less about any other aspects of it. I ain't going to say I could care less, but that's the part that bothers me the most. The creativity or the lack thereof. Creativity, man. That's what I'm saying. It's cool to do what the next man is doing now. To sound exactly how this dude is sounding now. Everybody using the same producer. Everybody using the same 808 sound. Everybody singing the same. Everybody rapping the same. You know, the Migos, Jesus Christ. Who knew that they would have that impact? But it's just because they were having success that everybody felt that I can have success doing the same thing the same way. That's what I don't like about music, period. In general. But I can say this, I did skim through Diddy's album last night. I felt that was kind of refreshing to hear. Like, just to hear somebody who knows. Back in the studio, I could tell he was serious about that project. You know, to say, okay, we can't just sit back and complain about it. Although the impact of him doing it versus the impact of one of these young cats doing it is different. It got to start somewhere, though. And it's partly our fault. Because like I said, I stepped back for years. Just like, man, I'm cool on that, man. I don't even, like I was telling you before the camera started rolling, I don't even want to go to the studio with these rappers, man. Because I'm there to do music.
You ain't trying to
die. They pull up by 20, 30 deep.
Exactly.
I had him, if you go on my IG, he in the studio with Willie Clayton, the OG blues singer. Willie come by himself.
Exactly, with the guitar. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to worry about is his guitar.
So I'm saying there's just a difference, man. I just think it's time. I ain't even mad at him no more. It's time to do something else, man. And that's I'm a walk it like I talk it.
Do you feel like this Atlanta hip hop scene will rebound? Because I mean, you know, it's an elephant in the room that nobody wants to speak about. But like I said, it's a whole generation that's dead out here, okay?
Right.
And a whole generation that's in jail.
Right.
Do you think that the scene is going to rebound? And even hip hop in general. Like I said, when I cut on the radio, I'm not sure if I'm in Atlanta or Nigeria, okay? Because the Afro beats done took over. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. New music out of Atlanta is few and far in between. The talent is not being groomed like back in the day, or maybe they're just not able to pierce through like they could back in the day. And then also, you know, now I'm going on a tangent, but then I'm a little angry.
Okay.
Because with having TikTok and Instagram and all this stuff, if you got talent like you say you should be able to put something on TikTok and that shit go crazy and then get to goddamn Mr. ColliPark.
Come on.
So that means that maybe these jokers out here ain't got no damn talent.
That's part of it. It's a lot of variables at play right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I feel good about Mike, because he got his own team as well.
Yeah.
He's not lazy, and he's really talented.
That's right.
So it's a lot of stuff at play. If you want to make a change, you got to deal with the digital, and we got flyers made.
Yeah.
When last time you seen a flyer?
Come on, man.
So where Southern Soul is, you can do both.
Yeah.
People disregard now getting out here in person, hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got videos with Country Wayne. He was videos with Tamika from Escape.
Yeah.
He's on TikTok. He's doing all of that, but he's also in person.
Yeah.
Singing live. We doing beauty salon runs. Go
That's
on.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
He just popping up, walking in, singing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To an audience that can actually appreciait it.
Come on, they gonna love it. All the aunties is in the beauty salon, man. Come on.
There you go. So
it only makes sense.
So we're able to combine what he do with what we come from.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing, man.
See, that's the thing about it too. It's just that game. You know, you got so much knowledge from over the years. Really, the whole thing is how the hell do you transmute that knowledge from back in the day and apply it to this new digital technology and make it work how it's supposed to work? Now, when we think about 50 years of hip-hop, that's being celebrated all over the globe right now. How do you feel like Atlanta's being represented in the history of hip-hop, sir?
I don't believe in... I believe in taking respect.
Yeah.
Because nobody ever gave us nothing. I'm from an era where we didn't have it like that.
Yeah.
So when 50 years come up, if they are in control of the presentation, we subject to however they present it.
Come on now.
You go down to the underground.
Yeah.
Where Dallas and Jermaine put together the museum.
That's right.
That's a representation that comes from within.
Exactly.
So I'm more excited about that.
Come on.
Than what everybody else trying to do.
Exactly.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I don't get mad at how they see it or whatever. Because I know Ying Yang Twins is one of the top
greatest
hip-hop
of all
groups
time
ever.
Yeah.
Our catalog has aged better than half the people that people talk about every day.
Yeah.
But their music not played every day.
Come on.
I don't get mad about that. You know what I mean? But I know when I go outside, I'm going to hear some of my music wherever I go. We might not get the
accolades,
we might not get that, but that's okay.
How do you feel about that though too, man? Because I mean, do you even care, or do you feel like there should be some respect put on the work that folks did? Or, you know, why is it that we can't come together as a community and give everybody their proper respect?
You mean hip-hop as a whole?
Yeah.
Because it's always been New York.
Okay.
I mean, I almost say shouts out to Gip. Yeah. I ain't gonna go on that.
Okay, you ain't about to go Gip in
But when Gip talks, I listen.
Yeah, now Gip gonna bring it every time.
Because it's anybody from that era.
Yeah.
We sitting there, we might not say nothing, but we like,
Yeah.
He just saying it.
Come on.
It's not politically correct to say half the stuff he's saying.
To tell the truth.
But if you was there,
yeah,
the truth is the truth. You ain't got to agree with it, but if you wasn't even there, you can't even speak on it.
That's true.
If you wasn't where he was in the rooms he was at, I remember where I was when Biggie got shot. I was, in my own way, I was there.
My God.
I remember the climate of who was hot and who wasn't and who was looked at like this and who was like, I mean, so again, we've never been in control of the narrative.
Yeah.
Never. But we've been putting the numbers in.
So answer me this, though, too. With Atlanta becoming the hip-hop mecca, how the hell could we not have control when we started dominating the game?
Not enough QCs. We didn't have the business right. I'm just going to be honest. Because when you got that business right, you can control more.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We had the imprints.
Yeah.
Some deals were better on TV than on paper.
Come on now.
And that's where the power is. You know, we had big runs. I know for ColliPark, we handled our business in most of the situations that we got in.
Yeah.
A lot of other people were just in it for the show. Or they just weren't given those opportunities like they are now.
Yeah.
Because artists and situations don't need the labels like we needed them back in the day to get that big look.
Come on.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think that's a big reason we ain't have our business right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, when you think about Atlanta with the Ying Yang twins and during Soulja Boy's time, what was that city like for you dominating, having platinum records, and hundreds of spins a week across the country, man? What was that love like? What was that atmosphere like? What was the energy in hip-hop in Atlanta and at ColliPark Records?
I was grabbing my nuts back then. I ain't gonna lie. I was grabbing my nuts. Because we fought for it.
Yeah.
I remember people weren't fucking with us when I dropped Whistle While You Twerk.
Yeah. I remember that Whistle While You Twerk.
They was not fucking with that. Because Master P was the shit. Cash Money was the shit. So anybody walking around like, yeah, we knew from the... Nah, a lot of them didn't.
Yeah.
But the strippers did.
Yeah.
And that's where I took it to.
Come on now.
I walked right past a group of you niggas. Straight to the stripper.
I'm with you.
I've always followed women.
Come on now.
I've always followed women, and up until Soulja, that was the young. He made me look at the youth.
Yeah.
But even after Crank That, the song we put out was Soulja Girl.
Come on now.
Which turned him into a household name.
Exactly.
Crank That was a thing.
Yeah.
Soulja Girl, when people said, oh shit, this kid got something.
Come on.
And it had nothing to do with no dancing.
Come on.
It was, look at this kid.
Yeah.
And he was talking to the women. Auntie outside.
Come on now.
I ain't no dummy.
I'm with you.
You take an artist like Plies. He was the hardest thing walking until Shawty.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that's real.
Plies was outside the Ozone Awards with his shirt off standing. I remember seeing him.
Come on.
I was there. He caught that Shawty with T-Pain.
Yeah.
He ain't look back.
Okay, so answer me this too, ColliPark, from a producer perspective and an artist perspective. Even though you was in the game the whole time, did you ever, because that's the thing that's kind of crazy when I'm going through your career in my head, you were contemporaries and peers with every goddamn body in every generation.
Right.
So were there any peers and contemporaries that you saw that you were like, that nigga's jamming? And you appreciated their music as a fan?
I ain't gonna lie, John, I gotta start with Lil Jon, because we were kind of out here together.
Yeah.
And when he had hit this one particular run where this was right, Get Low was the first.
Woo.
So Get Low, which I'm glad we were a part of that.
Yeah.
He came with Damn.
Whew.
He came with Freak Elite.
Come on.
He came with Goodies.
Oh my God.
And he came with Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah.
And that's before he started with all the Nuck If You Buck and signing
Trillville and scrapping them. Yeah.
So that run, John has had the most incredible run to me as a producer. And BME, that whole thing right there was incredible. So I was a real big fan of John and what he was able to do, because he was always one of the smart ones to me. He was always one of the smart ones. And even when you look at him now,
But what was it that made him so damn smart?
He was just a smart nigga. Before some people are smart with or without this music shit. So people who know John, when that Dave Chappelle shit came out, that shit was so real. Excuse me.
Exactly.
What? Yeah. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So John was just smart. If people knew how smart John was, but he had street niggas jumping up and down, screaming in a club. That's some Pied Piper shit.
That's real. That's real.
Only a smart nigga who ain't never shot, ain't never fought.
Yeah.
Got you niggas
ready to shoot a fight.
That was the hardest shit in the world to me.
Yeah.
Cause I'm a nerd like that.
Yeah.
I always look at certain people. I'll go back to Plies. You heard him talk when he ain't on that crazy shit.
Exactly.
Plies is very intelligent.
Facts.
So, you know, I'm a fan of smart people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
in the 90s, who did you like?
Luke.
Yeah.
And Ice Cube.
Okay then.
Ice Cube might be my favorite, real talk, might be my favorite rapper of all time. Just, I ain't say he was the greatest.
Yeah. It's your personal favorite. What was it though?
That shit was just so real, man.
Yeah.
The way he could paint. You could close your eyes and listen to an Ice Cube album from top to finish.
That's right.
And you saw, you was there. You was on the West Coast. You was in South Central. You was, you know what I mean? Like, that's how vivid his writing was, his storytelling was. And when you write all the way from Eazy-E to, like, that debate came up.
Yeah.
It ain't no contest for me.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody. Go back and you kids. Because all they know, I hated the We Be Clubbing Ice Cube.
Yeah. I hated him too. I didn't like We Be Clubbing Ice Cube. No.
Are we there yet, Ice Cube? I'm like, who is this nigga? I couldn't stand that nigga.
I'm with you.
Well, you know, love Ice Cube.
Exactly.
Don't take that shit and run with it. But I like the Death Certificate Ice Cube.
Yeah.
America's Most Wanted
Ice Cube.
I love that Ice Cube. There is no comparison with him and no other nigga with a pen to me.
Come on.
You kids, go back and listen to America's Most Wanted and what was the other one? No. America's Most Wanted, Death Certificate. Those two albums are the greatest two albums for me, you know.
Mike.
For me.
Who do you love, man? Artistically, what artists do you listen to? Whether it be rap, R&B, soul, whatever the hell it is. What is it that you listening to, sir?
I listen to that dude named Mike Clark Jr.
So you just in your own head all the time.
Real talk though.
Like, for real, I listen to my music like all day. Like,
yeah.
I swear to God, like I can play my song like all day.
So how much music is he making then, ColliPark? Are you going in here squeezing out one or two? Or are you just going crazy with the catalog? What are we doing here, sir?
The beautiful thing about it is he got a team.
Okay.
So it's funny because I did an interview with Monica Pearson. Where I felt like people in my position need to empower people, younger versions of myself.
Yes.
And I swear to God, 3 months later, I found him. And he has a team.
That's real.
Of young people. Sharp. Shouts out to Ray and Snap, man.
Yeah.
The biggest.
Sharp people. So I don't have to. It's like Jimmy did me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That my version of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so they're able to go in and oversee. But then I know Mr. Hanky. So he been in the studio with Hanky as well.
Oh, Hanky's a bad boy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we can make those plays without having to actually be there physically. But I am walking the walk with him.
Yeah.
Clubs. Like I said, we had him in Miami at the BMI so he can meet the people.
Yeah.
He was at the grand opening of the Hip Hop Museum. He met Brian Michael Cox, who already knew about him.
Crazy.
Said he ready to work with him.
Oh man.
So that's major.
Hell yeah.
But see, these are the plays that from my side I want to bring to the table.
But then answer me this though, ColliPark. Being that this man is a young 19-year-old man, what are some of the lessons that you have to impart upon him to get him prepared for this ride that he about to go on, man?
As we going through these different things, I tell them, don't forget this.
Ooh.
That's the first thing they do.
Shit.
That's the first thing they do. They forget this.
Talk to me. Talk to me, ColliPark.
Because it's hard to say that to somebody when you sit next to them at the Grammys.
Yeah.
Boy, you remember, babe? Because you like, okay, this nigga finna lose his mind after we leave here. So you gonna tell him, boy, you don't remember back last year, boy, we was goddamn at the museum?
Exactly.
He looking at you like, nigga, man, I can't wait this shit over with, dog.
Damn.
It's too late. So that's the lesson I learned. You know what I mean? And he got a bunch of grown men around him. Real talk. Now, I can't live his life for him.
Yeah.
You know, so I gotta depend on what his parents done put in him.
Yeah.
Cause it will get to a point to where you gonna have a moment with yourself. You know what I mean? And that's the moment of truth for him. And I can be confident. You ain't never heard me complain about nobody who I stopped working with.
Yeah.
When I've done my part, I can walk away.
What was your moment of truth for your damn self, ColliPark?
In what regard?
And that's what I was about to say. See, I was about to say you probably had about a good 5 different moments of truth.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna go by decades. In your 20s, in your 30s, and 40s. And
my biggest moment of truth as a business person dealing with artists, you have to really tell yourself, I really don't know these dudes like that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they gonna
do what
they gonna go with the people who they came with.
Yeah.
The people who might
be wrong.
Either didn't do shit for them or might have fucked the situation up. They know them. So what I look like trying to tell them, you know, because I ain't never went to nobody and was like, yo, you need to stop fucking with that nigga, whatever.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But because it's hard to tell somebody that.
Yeah.
They don't know
Don't
you.
nobody want to hear that shit?
They don't know you, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, he don't know you like that.
Exactly.
So I have to respect that.
Yeah.
And I have to lay little breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's a young man. And what I can say, he got grown men around him.
Yeah.
From his team to ColliPark. We all grown now. We got kids, you know, kids in college. I got kids in college's age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I can only do what I can do, but be mindful where I messed up.
Yeah.
Dealing with young men. Because all my artists been young men.
Yeah.
And just try to give them nuggets. And I put a lot on his team as well.
Yeah.
To stay. And his dad.
Come on now.
His dad got to keep being a dad.
My best friend, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about your future though, Mike? I mean, being able to see that it's getting brighter and brighter every day, how do you feel moving forward?
I just say this finna be a crazy 20-something years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Ain't no letting up, ain't no giving up.
Exactly.
All gas, no break. So,
are you prepared for the attention, sir?
I mean, like I said, this gonna be some different attention.
Yeah.
But like, I done had a little attention already, so
yeah.
I kind of got a feel of what it's gonna be like. But I already know it's gonna get huge. So
Bird's
I'm ready
eye
though.
view. Talk to me. Seeing somebody such as himself get ready to go out here and get all this doggone attention, how does it impact the artist, the fame drug?
I don't envy no artist.
Yeah.
Because I done seen it happen to them all.
Yeah.
People who ain't got nothing to do with each other. It affect them all the same way. It's crack. And when you mix that with money, only God can save you from that.
Damn.
Because you be drunk, man. You be high. You know, and I've always, from the time that I started making money, real money, I've had to be responsible for other people. So I never got a chance to experience that. Even when Mr. ColliPark was in all the videos.
I'm here.
Right. So I never got a chance to say, fuck it. Right.
Shit.
Because I had to make
responsibilities.
Sure right. So, but I've seen what it can do. And I'm not envious of nobody who experiences that, who's not grounded in something. Whether it's God, you got kids at the house that make you have to get back home, or wife, or your parents, or whatever. you're not grounded in something, it's gonna get you.
For somebody that's just watching this interview trying to figure out what the hell are you talking about, what are some instances in which fame and money can whoop somebody's ass without them even knowing it?
Oh, man. Damn. Without them knowing it.
You just look up and that person doesn't even realize that they done changed.
Here's the thing with this. Once you get there, the process of it happening, because you're working so much.
Yeah.
And that's a part of it too. That's the part I don't envy. You don't belong to yourself no more. From the time that you wake up to the time that you go to sleep, people are telling you what to do, where to go, blah, 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 blah.
And need you.
And it goes from being a job, fun to a job, to you coping. So a lot of times in the process of breaking an artist, the journey is rough. You know what I mean? So I can't just say it's just the person.
Yeah.
It's once you get there, you done did so much. And that's when you start looking around at Mr. ColliPark like, yo, nigga, you weren't with me last month. When we had to do that West Coast run, you stayed at the house.
Yeah.
They start thinking like that.
Yeah.
Though. Nigga, you were at the house while we were still out here.
I facilitated it, sir.
So, but what I'm saying is you don't see it coming.
Yeah.
And when the drugs and the alcohol and all that, then you getting the check now. So it all kind of just snowballs into something that if you are not grounded, you get lost in it.
How do you feel about streaming and the way that the dividends are paid out now in the music industry versus back in the day?
It's kind of hard for you to ask me because I have partnerships.
Okay.
So I get paid different than the artist.
Okay. And
I get paid as a producer, but it's good to me.
Movie night.
Exactly. Okay.
I mean, for real talk. So I still don't know, to be honest with you, I still think it's too much unknown out there, how they come into these figures. So I'm not unhappy because I have catalog right now. And I look back at people who are selling music now versus people who have catalog.
Yeah.
And for me, you ain't got to get up and go to Turtles or Peppermint Records if you want to hear one of my old songs.
Yeah.
You just pick your phone up.
Come on now.
So for me, because my catalog has aged very well.
Come on.
Some of my masters have reverted back to ColliPark 100%.
Yeah.
So we get the,
the lion's share.
Right. So, but we still share.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shouts out to Ying.
Yeah.
But I do think it's still a lot to be desired in the way they compute and all this from the streaming platforms themselves.
Yeah.
That's where I think, the gray area is.
How do you feel about folks selling their catalogs now?
I wouldn't do mine unless I had something specific to do with the money.
Yeah.
Meaning, I need this money to do that, which is going to make that kind of a difference.
Exactly.
But for me, why would you sell something that they coming to you for like that? When I look at somebody doing what they doing now, there's a reason.
Yeah.
No matter how big that number is, they gonna win at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn how big the number is.
Yeah.
So unless I needed that money for something specific, detrimental,
I'm with you,
to the legacy of my family.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're selling.
Yeah. My God. How do you feel like the music industry has changed as far as the business then in this day and age?
It's a lot of fucking money, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking money. In all aspects, the show money, the money that these artists are able to generate.
Yeah.
Even with, some of these, what they call I'll just say the deal structures being, where labels are able to share in more.
Yeah.
It's just a lot more money out here now, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, if I was in the business now, starting out, and had access now, for instance, with the type of records that I was making, now with TikTok and all this shit out, oh my God.
So then that's my question now. What do you feel like the majors can offer now that independents don't have?
They can offer the world. They don't want to offer the world because they want to sit back and wait until it benefits them. I made a post a few weeks ago about certain music executives inside of buildings that I didn't particularly care for because they didn't get down here and do no dirty work with me.
Yeah.
If you don't get down here and do the dirty work with me, but then once we have success, you want to be in the building popping champagne.
Yeah.
I feel some kind of way about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if I'm there the whole time and it's off the work that we did, well, you could have came and got down here, but you didn't.
Yeah.
I just feel some kind of way about that because it's a lot of work where we at right now, and you can see it looks fun and all that. But Mike coming back and forth to Macon at the drop of a dime. Me going to Macon at the drop of a dime. Just the Miami trip, all the stuff that we're doing, we're by ourselves from a physical and a financial perspective. You know what I mean? So by the time we get to somebody who want to give us a situation, all that work done already been done. All you did is throw a little money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I can't give you the credit that you
won't.
Right. Yeah.
No, I'm with you on that. When you touched down in Miami, Mike, did you change your name to Miami Mike?
I think I did.
Shouts out to Miami Mike, by the way.
Come on.
Hey, it was smooth though, man. That was actually my first time in Miami.
That's what I'm saying. What was that feeling like when you peeked around, saw all the beautiful people out there?
Man, the air just smelled different out there, man. They gave you something like that. I don't know it, man. Pretty nice. I ain't want to come back.
Come on now, them BMI boys.
And the show was at Live.
What?
Yeah, we stayed at the Fontainebleau. He was at Live, so he got. It took me years to get to Miami.
I ain't got a rapper treatment the first time you touched down, fool. You can go home now. I mean, when you see how the music is maturing and then you still getting awards and all of this stuff years later, how you feeling about that? And then also, because see, when I think about ColliPark, you filled some serious gaps in hip-hop, ColliPark. If it wasn't a Soulja Boy, who would it have been? He was the only one. If it wasn't a Ying Yang twins, who would it have been? They were the only ones. But the impact that they made was so damn profound and strong that it's a cornerstone of hip-hop to this day, and damn sure one of the building blocks of what was going on in Atlanta. So that's why I ask you, too, in the same breath, how do you feel about the representation of what the hell was going on? Because literally, I was in the club, man, and I remember going up to DJ Monte at SO's and saying, hey, nigga, you better play that Get Low. You better play that Smoke By Myself. You better play that damn shit that we need to get this party crunk in this bitch.
Right.
But you are single-handedly responsible for a whole movement in time. You see what I'm saying? Now, also, that was the angle of Atlanta that we're missing right now.
Right.
See, that was part of Atlanta.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The party.
Right.
You had...
That was Atlanta.
Come on. That was, exactly. That was the culture.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Street shit was street shit.
Exactly.
Music was music.
Me and my wife was talking the other day because when you think about the 90s and what caused everybody to move down to Atlanta, it was the culture of the strip clubs and the party scene in Buckhead and everything.
Yeah.
And you look up and that culture is gone.
All the way.
You see what I'm saying? But that was part of the Atlanta culture. Yeah. You can come down here, party at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the damn morning, sun coming up, you leaving out the club, and it just going the fuck down the whole time. T-shirt sweaty. You see what I'm saying? You've been partying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just speak to that, filling those gaps. Because, I mean, once again, you're doing it with Mike.
I feel... You put the words in my mouth. I feel like we need that again, but I think we looking in the wrong direction this time. I don't think it's gonna come from hip hop.
Ooh.
I don't. I think what makes our city and our music special is culture, right?
That's right.
Rap has been exploited R&B has been exploited, and it's funny because something they tell you something could be sitting right next to you the whole time, and you don't know it, right? What's genuine to our culture that hasn't been hoarded out musically? The band, the black band.
That's right.
Which is why when I dropped that song originally that Dion is coming out to, they didn't get it because it was so black.
I remember
it was
that.
So black.
My God.
Stand Up and Get Crunk halftime is so black. It has no connection to nothing else but blackness.
Come on.
Southern soul music.
Come on.
So black.
Bliggity black.
It has no connection to nothing else but blackness. So I feel like I'm in the same space again.
I'm with you.
I gotta make people understand that this is what we need.
Exactly.
You don't even know it.
You don't even know it yet.
When we go to places and this type of music play, people just feel good.
It
they
feels
dancing.
good, man.
They smiling. The phones is on the table. They line dancing.
Exactly.
They partying. That's what I want to see. Again. Not with old shit though.
Yeah.
With new shit.
Yeah.
None of this new shit makes you feel good.
Yeah.
It makes you depressed. It makes you want to get high. It makes you want to
kill something.
So that's why I say I think we're looking in the wrong direction when we're looking for change. I got to change right here.
I mean, I got to end it on that, okay? Because that was just a perfect wrap up for every damn thing in the conversation.
For sure.
Mike, I'm looking forward to you doing some big crazy shit around here. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. ColliPark, I already know what the hell you about to do.
Yeah.
What do y'all got to tell y'all fans and people?
You want to go first?
You go first.
I just want to say I appreciate y'all for the support.
Yeah.
And it's just the beginning, man. So actions speak louder than words. So I got to put the work in first, and then we'll talk later.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So I think I wanted to come here today to put light on what we doing, meaning Southern Soul, not just my artist, but Southern Soul music. You sitting, probably a lot of these people sitting next to somebody who's saying, I've been trying to tell you about that.
Yeah.
This is what I've been trying to tell you. It's been here for years now.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm excited about that. And really, that's it. Put light on Mike and the genre of Southern Soul music.
Okay, then.
And say thank you for 50 years of hip hop.
I can dig it. Mike, ColliPark.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all coming through this thing,
thank you.
man. Wish y'all nothing but the best and much success. Be High Radio, shout, and holler at y'all in a minute, man. We go.